tell you about Legend Seeker and how you can support its development while getting some awesome perks. By subscribing to our Legendary tier on YouTube or becoming a paid member on our Discord or Patreon, you'll get early access to all Legend Seeker lore and mechanics. This means you'll be among the first to dive into the world of Legend Seeker and give direct feedback that will help shape the game. But that's not all. Supporters will also be the first to playtest the system and will get exclusive invites to private streams where we discuss the game in detail. Your input will play a huge role in making Legend Seeker the best that it can be. Now, for those of you who love watching our tabletop role-playing game shows, supporting Legend Seeker comes with some fun bonuses for the casts. Here's how it works. If you are a Copper or Common member on Discord or Patreon, you can give a $20 benefit to a player of your choice. Silver and Uncommon members can give 2 benefits to 2 players of your choice. If you go the YouTube route, you can give a $50 benefit to a player of your choice. And for the ultimate support, Gold and Mythic members on Discord and Patreon give a $20 benefit to 3 players of your choice. You can choose from all casts across Moonskull. Every bit of support goes directly towards making Legend Seeker a reality. It helps fund the art, writing, editing, and eventual publishing of the game. So, if you want to be a part of this journey and support our shows, join our Legendary tier on YouTube or become a member on Discord or Patreon. We couldn't do it without you, and we're excited to build Legend Seeker together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the game.
So, here we are on a Monday. Hopefully my microphone is loud enough. I checked it. It should be at the right volume. I see red bars. So, I'm blowing everything out over here technologically, but it's coming to you hopefully at a good level. I'm Frost. We're doing Frost written because Moonskull was having, I don't know, banana ptosis. I don't know, whatever came over the channel. I think moss infected everything. Okay, it was literally just moss was not feeling so great. He couldn't do Cthulhu, and so I'm here to do this. And as soon as I drink this coffee, I'm sure there's going to be pad, 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 paw, 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 and then racing cats here again. Bananatosis. I do have a banana sitting over there. 2 of them, in fact, so I'm safe. By the way, Crescent, if you thought I was joking about the piece of lumber, I was cleaning stuff out in the basement. And, oh, this is dust all over it. Well, it's going to look really gross. I have spindles from my my deck sitting here. It's covered with cobwebs because I found it underneath the stairs over there. I was like, oh, hey, an extra spindle. That's what I used to tap on the rafters to make the cats confused while they were up there growling and making noise at each other. I'm just like, don't. Your ears are bleeding. Oh, excellent. Is there hot sauce in the coffee? There was hot sauce in the coffee. Now there's not because coffee is gone. Tonight I had, since I used that bottle of Cholula up, I put the first cup I had, if I can get to it, the first cup I had, where did it go? Had this in it. And that stuff's pretty nice and hot. And the second cup that I had a little while ago just had Chipotle Tabasco in it. But now I'm going to have a nice can of soda. Yeah, it's called colon cleaner. Yep. I don't know what the heat of this one is, though. I don't remember. It's got a really good flavor. It's got some like kind of a turmeric flavor or something like that in it. It's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, spiders! There's spiders everywhere on that thing. So, as Chrysanth put in the chat up there, anything that you guys donate towards the Moonskull tip jar there is going to go towards the $300 goal they have going currently to help the Star Wars crew. They're in a very precarious space battle, and anything you can do will help them. You can bring Cowboy in to save the day. But also, if you donate during this writing stream, if you donate $50, remember we have that trinket deal going on, the magical trinket deal. So if you donate $50 during one of these streams, not only does it help them out, goes towards that goal, and I think it counts as double for Force tokens. I think you get 2, not toe, but 2. And it also will allow you to work with Rudai and I to make a magical trinket, which will go on the magical trinkets checklist, or not checklist, but a rollable table in a book that's going to be coming out. It's your opportunity to make something kind of fun with this. It won't be artifact level stuff. Be clear about that. They're trinkets. They're called trinkets for a reason. But they're going to be fun. And they're going to be entertaining. And they should be memorable. They'll be fun to work on. So if you give $50, you'll get a twofer. You'll get something, and they'll get something. Especially if you like that crew and you want them to survive this space battle. Just saying, you might want to. And right there, my phone went ding because there is movement at the back door. We'll see. We'll see what the movement at the back door is. If it is a raccoon who's come to drink their water again, or if it's one of the cats. It is snow blowing past the camera. Never mind. False alarm. It's literally just snowflakes blowing by the camera, setting it off. It's very sensitive. Very sensitive. Colon cleaner, what does the magnesium have to do with this? Well, having a moral conflict. Well. Seeing as how I, work for them. Boom. We can fix that, though. I can take it off. In fact, I'm going to have to take it off relatively soon. Actually, I should just do it now before I start writing too much, because I'm getting way too warm. I had 2 cups of coffee in the last hour and a half. I'm going to take my headphones off. Since I'm not listening to anything right now, I don't need them on. But also, it's nice and warm in here, but also that coffee with hot sauce. Oh, that feels much better. All right, now that I look totally disheveled, which is perfect, we're all set. Boom. All right. Oh, yeah, I was starting to sweat a little bit in that thing. I'm glad I'm taking it off. Yay. All right. And make sure I have everything in order here. I've got the map up. I have my reference stuff, because this is where I'll be putting those other dwarves when I'm working on the elves. We're working on their stuff right now. Not that kind of stream. Hey, I kept a shirt on. Besides, if people want to see me without a shirt on, they're going to have to pay a lot more than $50. 52. I'm kidding. No. You'll not see me without a shirt. Definitely not that kind of stream. So, we were working on traditions for the elves of Solinor right now. $52. Well, 52 cards in a deck, $52. It just seemed right. Thank God there was a second shirt. Let's not even talk about third shirt. Nobody wants to see an old man stripping. Well, I don't know about that. There's an audience for almost anything. As Chrysanth, you know there's an audience for almost anything because of the book covers that I sent you. I'm not going to say anything else, but the very first one is horrific, and they don't get better. There's one in there literally with a guy looking at his hands, and they are T-Rexes or Velociraptor heads for his hands. Why did you do... Well, you're the one who sent me to a writing stream where they were being all normal and talking about things, and then you said you didn't like minimalist covers, and it just went from there. I just found the worst book covers ever. There was one that looked like a little golden book, and it said feelings or emotions and how to destroy them. I'm thinking that one's not real. Actually, I'm going to leave that word in there now that I think about it. Do I want to? Yeah, that works. I think we can keep that in there. Yeah, I did get something. Took that sweatshirt off. I got something on my glasses. It's not a spider web, luckily. Luckily. I do have to go get myself another pair of glasses soon. I have to go out and do that because I have been avoiding getting a new pair of glasses because I have two pairs. I have my normal walking around pair and my others. And this one, the lens popped out and the little screw that was in there, I thought the screw broke in this other spot, but actually what happened is the frame broke around the screw. I'm like, whoa, wow. I've had these glasses for a while, so I can't put them back together easily. No more MacGyvering my glasses back together. I have to go get a new pair. Audience is so minute they considered lesser than your average social outcast. What? Well, I don't know. Maybe. I'm sure that there's some specific number of people somewhere. Ugh. Let's not think about that. All right. Elves. I think that custom or that tradition works. I wrote some other things about their people here, but I have to find where it went. So if the typing is too loud, let me know. I have the microphone turned a little ways away from the keyboard, so it should only catch my voice going out. Oops, and as I hit it here. But let me know. I don't like clacky typing, but if you guys like clacky typing, that's fine. You just let me know. Oh, and if you didn't see in the Legend Seeker area, there's a new sketch out there today. It's also on Patreon. Go take a peek at it. What would that be considered? Let's see. I gotta turn to the thesaurus when talking about this, because I'm mentioning that these elves, they tend to work towards mastering one or two skills or professions in their long lives rather than being a little more generalist. Let's see. That's a... Nobody knows that word. There's the monsters again. People know the word myrmidon, right? I think they do. So I'm trying to decide if I want to use it, because people tend to use the word myrmidon and don't always mean what the actual meaning is. We'll go with the less weirdly used word. We know how much, yeah, you know how much I love ASMR. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the zoomies, they did convince. I may have to get the zoomie stick out. Smack on the rafters above me. Problem is the floors in the house, I made them tall, and in the basement, it's no exception. It's 9 feet down here. So it's, luckily I'm tall, and it's not that much of a reach, but I can kind of do it while I'm sitting, but it's right on the edge of being able to hit those things. And I hear more beeps, because now I got more movement. And it's chilly outside, so if he wants to come in, it doesn't really matter, because they can go in through the cat door and go wherever they want. But, okay. But I always check anyway, because sometimes they're just obstinate and they want to come into the basement, even though they can go inside more than one way. Okay. Okay. What are they doing out there? I just keep hearing beeps because they keep moving past the camera. Either that or it's just going to keep doing that because it's snowing. I love it when it says person detected. Nope, that's Calvino's butt. All right, he is snuggling up the camera because he's trying to get my attention. All right, I'll be right back. I'll see if he's coming in. You're right. I sent you a DM about something I forgot to say. Oh, let me check. Really? Wow, it's that bad. Oh, okay. Ooh, you ate it bad? Ooh, hopefully you're okay, Chrysanth. Oh, okay, excellent. All right. Thank you, Ruda. I'm going to go see if a certain cat attached to a cat butt wants to come in. All right. I'm back, and there will be a Calvino showing up at some point. Whether or not he hopped right on my lap, we'll see, because there's a hot mat on the floor that he likes to lay on. So, right, buddy? Banged up your knee? Well, it's not just me that can do that then. Not just the old men who hurt their knees. Calvino, you coming up? Or what are you doing? Oh, look at that. Cat's upstairs decided to go crazy. Probably Graham. He runs around like an idiot. He and Pumpkin, the orange cat brothers. There we go. We have a Calvino. Hi, come here. You just gonna lay on my lap? Oh, whoa, he flopped. He flopped hard. Is that where you're gonna lay? That's gonna make it really hard for me to write. Because not only did you put your head on my armrest, you have your paws right where my hand goes. Graham and Max do not get along. They argue constantly. And Max has been coming in every night because it's been cold. And so, of course, they argue. Yay! So if you hear screechies, scratchies, they're yelling at each other. And they chase each other around and then run away, because usually one of the other girl cats gets between them and like tells them to shut up. Hi. What? You gonna meow at me? Meow. Yeah, I know you hear them up there. Just relax and calm down. He just dug his claws into my leg like, make him stop. All right. Martial readiness. Yeah, they get so angry at each other. And usually they just sit there and growl and make noises and then just walk off. They're like, yeah, and kind of back away. Occasionally they'll chase each other around when they get in the mood. Though, of course, this morning I went up there. They were both laying next to each other on the couch, backs together. I guess it only lasts so long. All right. One of the smallest professional armies in proportion to their population, relying on border guards and the well-trained nature of their general populace. For defense. Okay. Some contention. Let me check one thing. Yeah, there we go. Hi. What would you like? You're grabbing my hand with your claws. What do you need? Hi. Come here. Buddy, what is it you want so badly? I mean, he wants love, so he wants me to pet him and scratch his neck and everything constantly, but I can't do that. I'm writing. I know, I can't do that the whole time I'm writing. Can I have my hand back? Thank you. Oh, my goodness. He just went boneless. Okay, there we go. Now, can I have my keyboard back? Thank you. No, you can't have my hand. Hi. Yes, okay, I'll pet you a little bit more. All right, let's think about this. The lizard folk from Ashvara are one of the groups that comes into their area the most. Okay. So that's the major conflict they have there. They don't have to worry about the orcs for the most part, unless they come down through the Thornwood and skirt past everything there, but their port. What? It's my hand. You can't have it. I need that. Come here. Come here, you. If you think you can knuckle me around and move me around all the time, I can move you around. Look at that. How do you like that? You are just a plaything. I can pick you up and move you around. What do you think? What do you think? He's like, oh, perfect. And he just sits here and purrs and sticks his face in my beard. You are such a good cat. Yes, you are. Aren't you? Yeah? Yeah? What? See, if I put my face in your face, you don't like it. You put your face in mine. Come here. Here. Mm-hmm. It's totally fine for him. Not fine for me. Turnabout is not fair play when it comes to cats. Right, buddy? Mm-hmm. Hey. What you doing there, bud? What do you see? Oh, he's looking over at Kick, and he sees all the little cursors moving. Or not cursors, but the little emojis that sit there in the bottom tray. He sees them all moving and blinking. He's like, those aren't real. Those are just little pixels. Oh my gosh, he's got his... Oh, when she grabs you? Yeah, I'm lucky because when he grabs me, it's usually just a gentle tug to pull me over. But he got me yesterday accidentally on my hand. So I've got some little claw marks where his meat hooks went into me, and he was regretful after he did it, but he was happy because he got my attention. So, yep. If I stop petting her while I'm streaming, she needs her claws to get my attention. He doesn't do that too much. He usually just lays on my lap, and he's, 22 pounds plus a tiny bit for winter weight. Aren't you? Aren't you? And then just demands attention and lays here. Yeah, okay. But he's usually pretty good about the claws most of the time. All right, so the lizard folk. Oh, those nasty lizard folk. Yep, I hear them up there. Mad at each other. Hi. Yes. You. Okay. You can hear them too. I know, and you want pets, but I can't pet you constantly. You're gonna have to get used to it, pal. Lay down. Go sleep. Oh, there we go. Now he hears something over there. He's like, "Oh, what's over there?" Hello, Bap. Speaking of lizard folk, I suppose you could read the blurb about our lizard folk iconic character. Ooh, yeah. That's not a bad idea. Bum, 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 bum. All right, where is Zatka? Zatka. Elise, is that the... Yeah, that's the correct one. Hi. What? I was about to read something. You can't distract me there. Haha, you're not gonna distract me. All right. So, the iconic character, here's the blurb that Erudai has all written up on Zatka, the keeper of lost names. Zatka is a lizard folk barbarian with an extraordinary purpose. He carries the memories and names of his lost tribe in Ashvara. His people were slaughtered by an invading force, having... Calvino, calm down. Leaving him as the only survivor. To preserve their memory, Zatka carved their names into his scales, using his bodies as a living testament to his tribe. In battle, he channels the fury of his fallen kin, becoming an optimal force... Or a primal... I can read... except when, you know, the floater in my eye gets in the way. Becoming a primal force driven by the pain of loss and the desire for vengeance. Zatka's journey is one of revenge, but also finding a new purpose beyond the anger that defines him. His rage is not mindless. It is a controlled fury driven by the hope of restoring the honor of his lost people. The reason he wasn't there when his tribe was killed, he saw a legendary glowing fish and was furiously pursuing it, eager for the challenge. It got away, but when he got back, the damage was done. So now he also pursues that fish as a form of closure. And that legendary fish may be a legendary version of one of these fish that is hunted up and down the coast. The non-legendary versions aren't rare, which is why he was going after that one. You don't want to mess with an angry, big lizard folk barbarian, do you? Do you? Bap, did you know there will be live puns for Chrysanth at MegaCon? Snowstorms demand good behavior. Goof behavior. Yeah, she loves the puns. We know it. We all know it. Does the dent collect snow? Questions we need answers. Oh. Bad. 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 You people. You people. Betrayal! Chrysanth, you gotta be nice. You gotta go with the flow, otherwise you'll be out of the will. All right. So that place, and this right now, this place is called Ashvara, which is what they're calling it, but this used to be Ashvara. This used to be their place, and the war destroyed a lot of stuff. And then Ashvara was slowly but surely, they moved and moved and moved and moved until they got here. So his place, either we're going to find the specific spot where Ashvara is that he is part of, or was part of, or we'll rename the tribe. We'll figure it out. We'll get it all worked into the lore, because they have this whole area here. Now, they don't control this little swatch down here, because this is how where the road is. They kind of are. They've been pushed out of the Soul Spires and used to be Ashvara, and they're now living here in the swampy woods south of the Gold Veil. Oh, good. Okay. We understand misspellings. The root I is done at the time or Tau. Ha! Very nice. Well played. Fantastic. Well played. All right. The views on magic. We'll end that. It's a period, but we'll start a new sentence. I don't want to make this too long. Oops, accidental creation of the Dark Elves. He is laying here like a hot water bottle on his back on my tummy. Well, kind of not on his back. He's kind of laying sideways on my lap, just flopped out all happy. But his tail is just like flip, flip. So he's still got a little bit of naughtiness in him right now. God Killer War. Okay. Okay, we'll say Elven Wizards rarely practice or live within the confines. Alright, so the Elven Wizards rarely practice or live within the confines of the Solar, knowing that any mistake they make could harm their ancestral homeland. Because, well, as we know, them messing around with things not only helped save the Soul Forge from Grix, but also accidentally created the Dark Elves. So they've had some catastrophic failures, but also some amazing successes. But the danger is there. Alright, so we got the basics of that. Oh, it is hilarious when they go boneless. Just boop. Hello, feline named JJ. Where did I put the... Ah. My gosh, he is purring so heavily. He's just this weight of warm kitty cat on my lap. Just flirp. Because I have my one leg sitting like this with my knee down and my other one raised across it. So in the triangle, there's a nice spot for his bulk to kind of sink into, and he just lays there and goes, ah. And that's where he's at right now. Elves have a very relaxed grasp of time, and they kind of often relate to the sense of urgency that grips shorter-lived races. The free hot water bottle is true, and he's laying on my knee, the one that I had hurt before. It's very perfect. And he's also purring on it, which also helps heal everything, because a cat purr. Cat's purring. Great medicine. I love it. So they have a very relaxed grasp of time, and they can't often relate to the sense of urgency that grips the shorter-lived races. Influencers they're more impetuous. This isn't. There we go. Boop. The cats upstairs are just still persist. And still they persist. They're making all the noise. Alright, I need to check one thing up here. It's okay, buddy. That's just me having a sip. He heard me drinking and he's like, hmm? Give him a little scritchy scratch on the head between the ears. Okay, considered sacred ground by their people, the elves of Solinar wore masterfully woven robes when not traveling. One of the robes, they generally favored light breeches and tunics under their armor. They favored light sandals and boots to more rugged footwear, unlike their dwarven counterparts who favor all manner of steel and iron affixed to their footwear. Oh, feline. Their long lives into... Okay, most take on an apprentice once they reach an appropriate level of skill, though this adherent isn't always elven. What? What? Did you guys hear that? That was him asking for scritchy scratches. What? What do you need? What do you need, bud? I'm petting you. I was petting you the whole time. You're the most talkative water bottle ever. Oh my gosh, he just gave me one of those big yawns. He's laying on his back, doing the back legs spread out and front legs kind of like this. Yawn, fell backwards. What? Was I touching your whiskers or something? He's just like, meh. Here, I can roll you sideways like that. There you go. There we go. With the teeth. Yeah, he had the big teeth. All right, so I was just mentioning that any apprentice that comes to learn with the elves, is required to learn the elven language and is steeped in the elven way of life while they're being taught. But they're never truly accepted as an elf, no matter how skilled they become. Elves believe they have no equals and welcome spreading their knowledge to the lesser peoples of the Godlands. Hi, Stretchy. Oh my goodness, that's quite a stretch. He's getting big, wide eyes right now. Are you getting ready to go on a hunt here? You're in the basement. There's nothing to hunt. There's literally nothing to hunt down here, buddy. You can go find a spider. He's looking around. He's thinking about it. She's been an adult since she was born. Chrysanth. Nice. Calvino, let me see these big chicken wing arms. Look at those things. Wow. You got little murder paws on the end of these little chicken wings, don't you? He's like, stop. Stop calling them chicken wings. I'm a cat. He's happy, though. She's not wrong. I have so many comments, but I'm keeping them to myself out of a sense of self-preservation. Well, Erudai, I hate to say it, but there's a first time for everything. Yeah. He tends to totally jump off the cliff and then think, why did I jump off this cliff? Hi, Calvino. What? You're making biscuits on me. That's very nice. Thank you very much. It's very nice. You're a very good boy, but I need this hand back. So I'm going to take my hand out from under your head, okay? And you're not going to scratch me. You're not going to grab me and try and fight and bite, right? He disagrees. Oh boy, he almost got me. All right. He's got quite the purr going on right now. All right, relax, grasp of time. Wow. I'm just saying, occasionally you leap both feet. In, over, off, under, around. What? Are you getting all anxious? Do you want to do something? Boop, boop, boop. Do you need to sit up? He keeps rolling around like he's about to get up, like, I'm going to go do this stuff. And then he just immediately closes his eyes again. So I don't know what he's doing. Occasionally equals constantly. She's an old soul for certain. She was telling not to speed at 4 years old. Damn backseat driver. Nice. Such a good cat on my lap. Good boy. What do you need? What you checking out over there? What? What do you do? Stop grabbing. He's trying to pull things off the desk. This is a bottle of alcohol. He finds it interesting. He says, this piques my interest, sir. All right. You do your thing. I'm trying to decide which group we're going to go on to next. I mean, I might do the other dwarven group, but I have some stuff to work on, and I don't know. I have to figure out a few more things. Probably, I think maybe on Wednesday I'll bug Erudai a bunch. We'll talk about Eshvara and those lizard folk. Hi. Hello, sir. Yeah, thank you for giving me the blinky eyes. That's very nice. Yeah. Because I could go into a little more into the other tribes of these dwarves up here. American naked mole rats tend to be fearful creatures. Bap, very nervous. Beck's booster seat driver. Now she's just a booster seat driver. Oh my gosh. I can see her now. No time for love, Dr. Jones. No? That too far? Am I done for? Have I crossed the Rubicon? I may have crossed the Rubicon. I'll go listen to Waterloo by ABBA now. All right, let's go back up to the dwarves here because I think what we're going to do, hi. He hears every movement they make upstairs. He's like, what are they doing? What are you doing? Whoa, buddy. Calm down the Clawmeister. Wow. He almost knocked everything on my desk over because it's all sitting on this rubber mat, the mouse pad here. And he just started grabbing it from underneath and pulling. I'm like, yeah. All right, where would we put the other tribes in here? What do you need? You're going to flip over? Okay, I can help you so you don't claw me as much. All right, here we go. Things always look faster when you have to look up all the time. JJ Knight, nice. High speeds would be frightening to such a creature. Oh, JJ. He just steps into the room and starts shooting. He just opens the saloon doors and just starts pow, pow, pow with the 6 guns, right? Calvino approves. All right, can I pick you up and move you now? Are you going to head down? Is this what we're going for? He is flicking his tail furiously now. Come here, Calvino. Come here. Calvino, come up here. Come here. What? Hi. You going to talk to me? You're not going to talk to me. So now he refuses to talk. Okay, come on. Oh my gosh, boneless bud. Boneless cat for the win. Why are you so boneless today? Why are you so boneless? You just want to run around and be crazy, don't you? You want to run around and be crazy, Cance. Yeah, you do. He's flicking his tail, even in this position. Do you want to go down? You want to go down? Okay, go ahead. If you want to go, go ahead. Just try not to knock everything over. Thank you. And now I got some fur on me. All right, find something good to do with your day. Go forth. Do good cat things. He has a little dish down here where whichever cat's down here gets a little treat of a little bit of wet food. And there's a smidgen left in there. And he's like, don't mind if I do. All right, so if I go to here, views on magic, I think we're going to do... Let me check something here for the dwarves. Views on magic. What do you need? Are you just going to lay down? Okay, good. Good, he's actually laying down. Yay! Doing 42 and a 40. She's my corrections officer in life. Kept you safe. Gotta watch so you don't get a ticket. There you go. Wow. Bam! JJ is here. And he's firing. Oh, wow. Calvino, you just stuck your tail in the food dish. Let's move that out of the way. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. So, if I went to the page, let me go to my view, go to my navigation pane. What page am I on here? That is page 126. If I go back up, not Port Alex. That is the Umbrella Atoll, the Scar, Agrium, Fryland, and here we go. All right, and I'll close that because I don't need to see it. I wanted to see if I talked about the cities, but I didn't talk about the clans. Okay, we talked about them there. Yeah, we did kind of cover these. Okay, yeah, maybe this will work. I guess I don't probably... Yeah, we don't need to worry about that. Okay, good. We can go back down the page. I don't need to cover them down here because I covered them up there. We're going with generalities for this group. Oh, man, where did I go here? I went way too far. This is the dwarves. There's the dragons. All right, we're going to go on to the next group here. So, Aruda, are you working right now, or are you in your hotel room huddled under the cover of snow? Point goes to JJ. You do not get to see improv JJ all that often since I'm doing 100 things on stream. What one is this? This is a heading 4? Yep, it's heading 4. Okay. Heading 4. Boop. Alright, we're going to copy this. We're just going to do this one and put it there. So we have our preset. We're going to go into the lizard folk a bit here. Okay. So, I'm trying to come up with a good name for that, or meaning for that. Ooh, a whole bunch of stuff I missed here. Working. Oh, okay. All I'm asking is for people to save families and nation. I don't want to keep catching so much flack. Flack? Flack. Thank you. I enjoy when I get moments to let it out to speak. People I work with feel my wraith. I think you mean wrath. And my work building is very cold because we use the stupid environmentally friendly air system, so the heat is weak. Well, you just have to drink a lot of coffee. Wow, fantastic. Wow. Yeah, that's a big family. My mom had 10 brothers and sisters. My dad only had a couple, and we didn't see them often. But my mom's side, oh my gosh. 10 brothers and sisters, 25 or more aunts and uncles because of some marriages and deaths and marriages. And then all the cousins and everything to come out of that. It's just, yeah. Let's just say before I was the age of 10, I had been to more funerals than most people I know have ever been to in their lifetime. We have a very large family on that side. I've been the pallbearer at more funerals than most people probably have ever been to. But I'm so good at carrying a casket. Low blows. Oh my gosh. And all you had was a little pumpkin. What the heck did I just do to deserve all this? Woo! Already started. Oh, nice. Chris Sance is so happy. Ruda is in a coffee high. Well, that's probably not a bad thing. Coffee is good. I'm enjoying my little Nespresso Vitur whatever machine. It's not quite as good as like a fresh brewed cup of coffee when I make coffee, because I have the coffee machine right next to it. But if I'm in the middle of stuff, I just put the cup under it and I go over, pop the pot out, put a new pot in, run it, and come back in a minute or two, and it's got a nice frothy cup of whatever. It's very nice. You may or may not be making a breakfast sandwich right now. Oh, I am jealous, because my snack tonight was horrible. I got chili cheese Fritos because I wanted a chip of some sort. And I'm like, those are probably good, and I won't eat them all in one sitting. It'd be great. And I didn't. Only place nearby is open to eat is Taco Bell. Everything else is closed. Ooh, Diablo sauce? Kidding, I've never. Diablo sauce is, it's not the hottest thing in the world, but it's good. It here's the thing. Depends on how hot your coffee is. I've had the hot sauces from where the heck is it? At my friend's house. From Taco Bell, because you can buy those in those packs, but they have the ones that have the rip-off top, like the very fancy version of the packets, not like a normal ketchup packet or something like that. I don't have one here, but they kind of have a rip-off, and they have a tube end, and they have a bunch of those at home because they got them from Taco Bell, and I used one in my coffee. The green sauce, whatever it was, that one mixed in nicely. One of the other hot sauces I put in there, it didn't seem to want to mix with the coffee very well, so I was wondering what was in it. That scared me a little. Now, Chipotle and that stuff mixes well. This does not mix well in coffee. It is a very thick hot sauce, if you can see that. It is a very thick hot sauce, but this one is the one that has like a lot of that turmeric kind of smell to it. Like, whew. This is like, have you ever had a like a sour Carolina mustard barbecue sauce? Like, it's very tangy and like fiery and like burns a bit. No sweetness whatsoever. That's what this is on steroids. And, in fact, I'm going to look up and see what the Scoville of that one is. Because it was not on that other list that I saw. All right, is this the right one here? What is this one? Yeah, this one is, it says it's 50,000 to 250,000. That's quite a gap. To me, it's somewhere around the bomb, but this says it's hotter. This says it's closer to the ground zero at the high end. So it's pretty darn hot, but it's good. And this one, oops, nope, that's not the one. This one, according to hotsauce.com, is only, I love how it says this one is 35,000 Scoville heat units, but it's got 3 flames just like the other one does. That one has the name that it's the Australian one. It's the, I hate saying the name. It's the Bunsters Shit the Bed hot sauce. It tastes so good. So good. But I tend to use too much of that, and it's a really kind of a thick hot sauce. That one can get you in trouble because you want to use a lot of it. And then you suddenly realize that your mouth is on fire. Yeah, colon cleaner. Well, did you see the name of the really adult, totally serious name of the professor on it? Let's see if I got this on screen properly. Can you read that? I don't know if you can. Maybe if I turn it this way? It doesn't want to focus in on it very well. Well, if you look it up online, you'll be able to see it. I'm trying to get it to focus properly on the darn thing. Yeah, it doesn't want to focus. Oh, well. It wants to focus on me. The beginning part of his last name is P-H-A-R-T. And the last part is Pounder. So, really adult, totally serious hot sauce name. Alright, I gotta put some gibberish in there because I gotta come back to that. I want to come up with a better name than that. Why do I have that up? Because, I like trying different tastes of hot sauce. I like to try them all. Try them all! Aha, fantastic. Oh, that's bad. Isn't blue a beautiful color? I hate the color blue. Goes with something borrowed. Oh, man, you people. Wow. Wow. So, anyway, how about those Mets? By the way, Chrysanth, I think I'm going to name that other, what do you call him? The raccoon, that one that I sent you the picture of. The big one who's bigger than the little Harold one. I think I'm going to name him Vito. Hey, it's Vito! Vito Fettuccine. He just comes over, he just needs a little water. Hey, don't you guys mind me? I'm just here to inspect your water. Yep, it's pretty good water. I just love the fact that they both had their backs kind of turned to him, like, we're just loafing on the thing. And he's just drinking their water, hanging out there, and they're like, whatever. Alright, so we are back into the lizard folk. Their name means this, and they're telling you it was the name of their kingdom in the formerly swampy region, now known as the Soul Spires. Its devastation during the God Killer War. What? What? You need to go out? All right. Did you hear that? That was a declaration of, I'm going out. Come on. All right, buddy. You want to say goodbye to the stream before I take you out? You want to say goodbye to everybody? Let's say goodbye. Swoop. He's like, sure. We'll say goodbye. All right, bud. Let's get you into the great outdoors. No, you can't have a banana. He's trying to grab a banana as he goes past. You don't get a banana. No. You're a cat. Come on. right, while I'm up, I'm going to grab my coffee cup. You see? I'm going to grab my coffee cup. Woo. Make myself a cup of coffee. I think I've got water. Do I have water? Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to make an espresso. Wait for that to finish and then I'll come back. Why do you know that, Erudai? You always need my help, and I want to make sure I know your struggles as a mole rat on my mod team, so I do my research. Wow. Yep, Calvino is out. Though technically, I think he wanted to just go play around in the basement, but I put him out by the door, and then he was like, oh yeah, and ran out. And sat on the heat mat and just sat there flipping his tail back and forth like, yeah, the wilds. Hello over there on Kick Choo Choo. I didn't look over at the Kick stuff, but that was 20 minutes ago. But hello, if you're still there. All right, coffee is nearing being done. Then I won't be drinking just this. I'll have some coffee. I'll let you guys decide, too, if you want me to put this in there or maybe this in there. Now, if you want me to put one of the bombs in there, that you're going to have to do the $50 thing for. Because there's no way I want to put that in my third cup of coffee of the night. If you want me to do that, like I said, you throw $50 in that Moonskill tip jar and then I'll do it. Otherwise, it's just going to be normal. There you go. Exactly. It'll help. It'll help our lovely Star Wars cast. It'll bring Cowboy into the mix. Or if Erudai's feeling really excited, he'll try and find a way to work a nice old Jedi Force wizard into the mix. Just put a Force ghost of a certain wizard in there, inspire them. I don't know. Your targeting computer's off. Hey, Zerda one. So, you guys have to let me know, because once I put this hot sauce in here, we're calling it good. And I'm not going to go and do that thing. So, I'll give you guys a minute to decide if anybody's going to do that. If not, then one of the more mild hot sauces is going in there. All right, so, oops. What word did I mean here? I think I was trying to type in closer. Was it? No. Man, I used a word here that meant nothing. It was mirrored. M-E-A-R-E-D. I'm like, did I mean something else? They avoid the old Agrarian roads on the coast, as well as the Elven Harbor, preferring to stay closer to the foothills of their ancestral mountains. Cowboy and Mort team up to save Dina. Are they going to do the Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, arm grab from Terminator. My gosh, Predator. So, what I'm writing about is these guys, because they used to live in here. They were forced out, and they live in the marshy area out here rather than the drier area. It's a little grasslands up there, but the marshier area is here. They avoid the Elven Harbor. They avoid the roads that goes through this area, preferring to stay near these mountains because that leads back into their place in their homeland. Even though they don't go back in there and live, at least they live really close to the foothills. Okay, I'm saying the lizard folk go on pilgrimages into their old lands. More spiritual. What did I call these guys? The Rotmoot, obviously. Oh, and the Heartgrove Druids, yes. Most of the pilgrims try to avoid the Stilled Soul Forge, the Rotmoot Druids, and even the Heartgrove Druids, wishing to just visit their land their own way, turning a blind eye. Well, we're just going to limit that thought because it's going into too much detail. Okay, so dress. What do lizards wear? Not a lot. All right. Nobody hopped on the $50 thing, so I am going to put some of this lovely colon cleanser stuff in here in this coffee. Let me get a spoon and do this. Because last time I did this stuff came out and it's very thick it's like I can tilt the spoon and it rolls down slowly like that. This is probably more than I should be putting in there because I've only got half a cup of coffee left. I've already drank half of it. But that's a lot to put in there. That's an entire teaspoon of this. It's yeah. Considering they think that this is about the same heat as Dave's Insanity or the Bomb, or actually almost as hot as Ground Zero if you get the hot parts. Oh yeah, see? And also, it doesn't come off the spoon. There's some still stuck on the spoon. It's so thick. I can't get it off the spoon. It's probably going to burn through the spoon. All right, and this is the thing you don't want to do, Rudai. Don't breathe this in if you end up doing this. If you breathe this in, you will be basically pepper spraying yourself. Yep, there you go. So I can do it at the edge. It smells like... It smells kind of like if you had... I don't even know how to describe it. It's got a little bit of a corn kind of smell. Like, actually, almost kind of like Fritos. But it smells so good. Waft it. It'll clear my nose out. I can do that because I'm insane. Burned out your sinuses in the lab before? Not fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I put a lot in there. That was probably too much for this small cup of coffee. If you see my cheeks getting warm and red, you'll know why. Ah. Okay, fantastic. That was horrible. Yeah, that's not wafting it. No, that's just me pulling it in. And it made my eyes water, too. I've got my, yeah, that was horrible. I've got my backup back here. If my mouth gets too burned from that, I have bananas. I'm prepared. But don't worry, I'll eat them like a human being. Like a corn cob from the side, not long way. I need to separate you two. Oh, yes, you do. All right, the dress. Warriors of... Yep, that's hot. Woo! I just realized this is basically about it. This is as hot as the one I was gonna put in for more money. So you guys are technically... You're technically getting the $50 worth with this. So there we go. Like the long-lost son she never had or wanted. Nice. I had one of my friend's moms in high school jokingly when I said, "Oh, I'm sorry that I'm over here so often," because I used to stay at their house all the time in high school. And she said, and I said, "I'm sorry I'm over here all the time because I know, they were about as poor as we were." And she's like, "Don't worry about it." She's like, "You're like my good son." While her other two sons, my friend and his older brother, were sitting there, they're like, "Wow, Mom, thanks." she was awesome. By the way, I did trim the rest of this down, so I don't have to sit here and get everything out of my my mustache. Oh, I gotta trim the sides down here a little bit more away. I was just getting tired when I was eating lunch. I'm like, nope. It was savage. They had a fun relationship like that. They joked with each other really brutally. Yep. Wow. And Fantastic got adopted. And then he was just declared missing and was on a milk carton the next day. Weird, Chrysanth, right? Have you seen this sarcastic? All right, traditions. All right, Vision Quest and Rites of Passage. Yeah, we'll leave it. Yeah, Rites of Passage are common to all walks of lizard folk, and the experience the young have on these can either affirm, not affirm, or drastically alter their life course. Trying to see if I want to put this as brutally. I don't know. It said most such pilgrimages take the youth into their former lands in the Soul Spires. Half of them routinely fail to return home. All right. Really weird, yeah, because I love you and it's midnight, you're a town away, and I can't drive through the snow. No, I forbid it. Zoom! Oh no. Why do I show up here? Well, she knows how to use snow shovels too. Oh no. Why is there so much red snow over there? Ignore that. Ignore that. I had somebody jokingly say once, "Well, watch out because, you know, a snowblower is literally just kind of a horizontal wood chipper." And I said, "Well, you don't understand how snowblowers work because they're nowhere near as powerful as a wood chipper, but they would really mess you up if you got a part of yourself caught in one." But, voice chat. All right, getting into the voice chat. Let me make sure I turn on the desktop audio. Get over into voice chat. Boop, boop, boop. And here we are again.
Hello, hello.
Live from New York. It's Saturday. Oh, no, it's Monday night and you're not in New York. Never mind. Oh, Crescent said, oh, no.
I am not creepily, that's the wrong. I'm creeping along on icy roads to go get food. So I figured I would dial in while I am going down the road slowly.
Oh, nice. Are you going to the Taco Bell you talked about?
It's literally the only thing open besides a gas station that also has food. So between the two, I decided Taco Bell was the optimal choice.
That's probably wise because I think didn't what's his name, Fry, didn't he gain mental powers or something like that from eating a gas station egg salad sandwich?
I mean, I guess that could be pretty cool. I could read Crescent's thoughts, and that would be interesting.
Yeah, but do you want to?
Probably not. If the DMs she sends me are any indication, well, they're either going to be really steamy or they're going to be really brutally savage. So. Either way, I'm not sure if I want to hear.
Yeah, I would think it would just be shovels hitting you over the head all the time.
I'm picturing a lot of shovels.
Yep.
There's probably I don't know how to describe it. A slot machine has 3 wheels that spin and the icons show up.
Mm-hmm.
But hers is like a wheel of insults. And every time I do something stupid, it ding, and then concussed goldfish moron.
I like it. How could we fit the wheel of insults into something? Is that going to be something on a stream, maybe? I don't know.
I think it would be fun. The thing is, though, I have to actually genuinely upset her. She's not, she tells me all the time, I'm not a creative person, Rude Eye. She's got to actually be upset for these insults to fly free and loose.
Well, you do a good job sometimes.
I probably could get her mad live, but I don't know if people want to see that.
Well, you do know she can hop into this voice chat. I think she has the power.
She should probably not do that.
She says, I don't sound like that.
I mean, pretty close. The impression's pretty close. If I just added a little bit of an Italian, New York and Italian undertone to it, it'd be right on.
Wow. All right, if you say so. I'm going to go with that.
I do.
Wow. I was going to ask you something, but go ahead, finish your thought, and I'll ask you a question.
Oh, it was nothing important. I was going to say if she played D&D, her go-to cantrip would be Vicious Mockery. That was it.
There you go. Yep. Fantastic sarcastic. You kind of do. So real quick, you had mentioned that the place that they were in was called Ashvara. I'm having them have lived, the lizard folk, in the Soul Spires, which used to be their kingdom, and now they're living in the place that they're calling Ashvara because they took the name of their old place and actually just said, now this is Ashvara. So either I can switch that, and we call Ashvara the old place that was the sub-name of Soul Spires, and we come up with a new name for their area where their marshes are, or we use a combination between the two for that lizard folk barbarian.
So lizard folk aren't very long-lived. So whatever current day Ashvara is probably where his tribe was.
Okay. All right. Because I think we're going to have a number of tribes out here, so I'll probably have to come up with a few of them. And his tribe was in some part of Ashvara, but they got wiped out, right?
Yeah, there's none of them even left anyways, so you could come up with a name for it, but
Okay.
it doesn't exist. So, yeah, now you could come up with which tribe was responsible for the wiping out that he'll have a grudge against forever, but yeah, his tribe is it's gone.
Okay. Okay, because they are a very short-lived race, technically.
Yeah, they don't stick around long, so there's no way that he probably would have come from the original Ashvara.
Okay, yeah, because I'm assuming that. I mean, since it was a long time ago that place got destroyed during the God Killer War, anyway. So it's a long time for them, a long time for everyone. But oof, okay. These people. So paint a picture there. How many people were on the road?
Nobody. It's just me. I don't see a single soul out here. I'm literally just. It's a 2-lane road, but I can't see the lane, so I'm just driving down the middle of it, and it doesn't matter because there's nobody here.
That's good. Well, be careful, because you're necessary for some of the parts of things. No matter how much people joke about it, you're necessary.
Well, I appreciate that.
Oh, let's see here. Very short-lived race. I was gonna call it another little bit and piece about this, but Okay. So, yeah, I think while you're there, you should stock up on whatever what do they have there? Tacos, burritos, Mexican pizzas, gorditas, all that kind of stuff. You should just get 2 of everything and take them back with you so you have extra food.
I don't know if I even have the hotel I have is kind of a dinky room. I don't think there's even a microwave in there.
Oh, man, you're going to have to eat cold food if you do that. Never mind.
Yeah. I know they do a little hot breakfast every morning, so I mean, I guess there's that. But
that's good. Do they have one of those pancake making machines? I saw one of those robotic pancake machines recently.
It's weird that you say that because it's the first time I've ever seen one.
Oh,
I've
really?
never seen that before, and this is. I've always seen the waffle makers or whatever, but yeah, it's like you wave your hand in front of it, and then it like squirts on a conveyor belt 4 times, and as it goes down the conveyor belt, the pancake cooks and then plops out the other end. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they got a little roller that flattens it out to the specific like size that you're supposed to have, and it browns it, and you put a plate under the end of it, and it just goes plop. There's your pancakes.
Yeah, I was like, wow, wow.
It's kind of impressive. Yeah, I like the places that like Country Inn and a few other places have the waffle makers, and they have really good. The batter they use for the waffles is really good. You can make really good waffles on those things.
Yeah, especially if they do like a little topping bar with it too, so you can like on each of the corners put like a fruit topping here, a little maple syrup on this one.
Wait,
chocolate chips on this one.
You put sweet stuff on your waffles?
What, do you just eat them plain, you monster?
Nope. I described to Chrysanth how I eat a waffle. Some people think it's heresy. Some people looked at it and said, wait, that might be really good. Because we have at work, and I don't go into the office, so I don't get to partake in this very often. We'd have a lady who would come in and just make waffles, and it had a whole bar of everything that you could have, but her job was just keep making waffles for everybody. And they're big. They're the size of a dinner plate. And they're, they have the little pockets, and they're circular, and you pull them into 4 little triangles. And what I do is I would grab a waffle, I would grab a whole bunch of bacon, and then I would grab my bottle of sriracha and go to my table. You fold one of those up like a pizza slice, like if you're going to fold a pizza slice, put a strip or 2 of bacon in there broken up so it fits, coat it with sriracha, and just eat it. They're like sriracha bacon waffle tacos.
I'm with you on the bacon. I'm not so sure about the sriracha.
They're very good.
I like sriracha. I don't know if I'd like them on waffles.
I had, because the waffles have, a little bit of sweetness to the bread, but they're savory with all that stuff, so I don't know. I can turn anything into a hot sauce vehicle.
I mean, I guess Taco Bell kind of agreed with you. Their original breakfast menu had waffle tacos. Did you know that?
No. Really?
Their original iteration of the breakfast menu, for like the first 6 months of it, they gave you, in like the little cardboard taco holders, it was a waffle that was folded over with sausage in between, and then scrambled eggs. And then instead of a hot sauce packet, they gave you a packet of maple syrup that you would just squeeze over the top of the eggs and the sausage, and it was like a little waffle taco.
Huh. I don't think I've ever had Taco Bell breakfast.
They didn't last very long. I mean, at least that particular part of it didn't. They ended up replacing them with, the Crunch Wraps.
I think so. Is that double? Wait, is there 2 tacos or something like that? Is that what those are?
It's the weird octagon shaped looking thing that's like a octagon shaped burrito pita pocket looking thing.
Oh, is that like the thing they fold over and then fry?
I don't think they fry it.
Oh, they don't? Okay. Then I don't know what it is. I'm not good at Taco Bell.
It's literally what they do is they take like lettuce, tomato, beef, beans, or whatever, and they make it's like a tostada, a double layer tostada, and then they wrap a tortilla in like the star pattern around it.
Okay.
So it's like a handheld star shaped burrito looking thing. Well, anyways, that's what they did for breakfast instead. They made a breakfast version of that, and that's I don't even know if they do breakfast anymore, but that's what it was for a while.
Huh. Wow. Breakfast at Taco Bell. That's not something I ever really thought of. I mean, I like, a good breakfast with Mexican food. They have chorizo or black beans or something like that. It's pretty good. But
I love chorizo. Chorizo's so good.
I just, I haven't had breakfast like something like that in a long time. There's a place near us called The Egg and I, and they had green chili, like green chili burrito with chorizo and stuff in it. That was really good, and then they got rid of it, which was weird because it was like one of their most popular dishes, and then they replaced it with green chili pulled pork version of the burrito. They got rid of the chorizo, which was also fantastic, but then I realized I could just make that at home, so I don't go to the restaurants anymore. The wrapping on those is tough leather at Tuzno's. Okay.
That sounds delicious.
Wait, are you hungry or something?
Maybe just a little.
Just a little. Well, if you don't leave the place with a big bag of food, what are you really doing at Taco Bell, right? I've seen people walk out with a massive, it looks like a shopping bag. I'm like, oh, okay, they were hungry.
Google a Crunch Wrap so you can see what they look like.
I'm going to do that. That's a good idea. Crunch Wrap. And I'm going to put in the words Taco Bell because this is the internet. Okay. So it looks like they kind of fold it over. Oh, it looks like they put it on a pan and just a press or something and sear it. So it has a little bit of a, sear to it. No, that would be why Tuzno said they're like leather. Got it. Oh, yeah, they do have a breakfast one sitting there in the pictures. Okay, got it. Wait, you can buy these in the freezer aisle and take them home? What? Oh, no, it's a crafting kit. A cravings kit. Huh. Who knew? Who knew? And a rude eye is ordering all the things. I do know one thing that Taco Bell has because my friend made a joke about it is Baja Blast. I don't know what it is. It's blue soda or a blue drink or something. That I do.
I'm upset.
Oh? They're not closed, are they?
Yeah, they're fucking closed.
No!
I already placed the damn order.
Wow. And they didn't say anything, huh?
Nope.
Crap. Well, does maybe the front desk has something?
God damn it. I mean, I'm not even at the hotel. I'm at my job.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Well, did anybody leave a lunch in the fridge?
Oh, God, that sucks so much, man.
Wow. That is a pain in the butt. Yeah.
Guess I'm just gonna starve.
You don't have emergency food in your car?
No. Well, I guess the gas station is still an option.
That's true. You go get a whole bunch of gas station hot dogs? I'm hoping you're not going to get gas station hot dogs.
No, I never get gas. Well, actually, there is one place I'll get gas station hot dogs, but most places I will not get gas station hot dogs.
What was the place that Chris mentioned? Something called a Wawa?
Well, yeah, Wawa, actually, they're kind of convenience stores that became gas stations. So they had like little fast food equivalent restaurants in there that are actually have some standards to a degree.
Oh, okay.
Their food's actually good. So, and then they have a competitor called Sheetz.
Okay.
So Sheetz and Wawa actually have decent food, and so Sheetz is the one that actually has pretty good hot dogs, and they have a variety too. You can do hot dogs, bratwurst, or Italian sausages.
Oh, kind of sounds
like
good.
Toppings on them, like grilled peppers and onions and stuff. So that one's actually pretty. They do a good job, but that's probably like the only place I would ever get a gas station hot dog.
Bap says gas station sushi.
Oh God, that's even a worse idea.
I don't think she's looking out for you there. I think she's maybe leading you into a horrible, horrible trap.
Yeah, I feel like that's the case, to be honest.
Man, where I live, generally the only time that things are closed for weather is when it's like 50, 60 below and there's like like a foot or two of snow. Other than that, it's like, yeah, what do you want? We'll wander through the blizzard.
My state's a little weak. I originally lived in Colorado.
Ah.
It was the same thing. Shit did not close down in Colorado. School, yeah, the snow could be up to like almost your kneecap, and you'd still be going to school. Here, it's like, what? An inch of snow? Cancel school. School's canceled.
We're all dead.
God damn.
Yep. Well, my work only closes when the schools close in the area. So everybody's like, yeah, well, we're just going to be at work. It rarely ever closes. Well, how long did it take you to get to the closed Taco Bell?
That whole entire conversation with you.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that was a nice little slow trip for you. Oh, man.
Yeah. And now I've got to slowly travel somewhere else, and then slowly travel all the way back. Oh, hey, this McDonald's looks like it's open. It says it's closed on the app.
Oh.
God, I really don't want fucking McDonald's, but I just don't have any goddamn choices.
Yeah, it might be better than the gas station.
And it's closer, too, because it's right here. Let me pull in and see if they're actually open or if they just left their lights on.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Out of curiosity, did you happen to take a peek at my ideas for future adventures?
I did, but, now that I think about it, I did not go deeply into them. I peeked at them, and I was going to mention, where is it here? I was going to mention something about that. I'm going to reopen it here. Because, since I can, because that was the one, that was those.
I'm going to let you gather your thoughts for a second, because it does look like they're open, and I'm going to have to speak on the speaker for the drive-thru, so give me a second here.
Go for it. Let's see. That was the one. Okay, there was the one. Yep. I'm going to have to go back to that one. Insult him now while he can't respond. Do it. You can't handle hot sauce. Take that. Think he'll get a Ryan Kindle order? At this point, even if he got a Ryan Kindle order, he'd probably take it. Because it's food. Got him. Yeah, totally. I was just out of curiosity. I was looking to see on these apps here what kind of stuff is open around me. And it's pretty much just everything. Oh, that's funny. That was strange. Don't accidentally click on buttons in an app. I don't even know what that button did. Took me to a very strange looking screen. It's like, what is that? I couldn't tell. Huh. Some of these places that are open, I'm like, why is that open? Interesting. There's a place literally called Cluck. And it's 2 minutes left to order from that store. I'm not ordering anything, but it's very interesting. Huh. If I really wanted to insult and upset Erudai, I would order from Taco Bell and get it and then just not eat it. Oh, because after me, yeah, can't trust the hours in those apps. Yep. Huh. Yeah, there are a few places here that I'm kind of surprised by. It's fun to look at this app too because I'm like, I don't know, miles away from most restaurants. So usually they have to drive a ways to get to me. Oh, I didn't realize that thing was actually even open. Huh. Weird. There's a lot of things that I was kind of surprised by when I looked in apps. Like there was an, what the heck was it near me? It was an Indian place near me that is open really late at night, but they're never open on Mondays. I don't know why. It seems like an odd day to not be open, but they're just never open on Mondays. So, sides. Huh. These people have quite the menu. Like, I'm scrolling through this restaurant's menu. It is extensive. Oops, nope, I'm not trying to add things to a cart because I'm not buying anything. It just says, do you want to add this to a cart? No, stop it. So, anyway, what I was doing here was writing about these little guys, these little lizard folk, because they're short-lived. The tribes move from area to area and seldom stay in a place for more than a few seasons. Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to save that for this part down here. Here's the pilgrimages and their traditions. All right. Let's see. And the cats are moving near the camera outside. As a result, Okay, they can.
Man, what a night.
Yeah, are they closed too?
No, they're just out of everything. So everything I was like, I'll get that. Well, we actually don't have that. I'm like, God damn it.
Oh man.
I still ended up with a burger, so it works out.
Well, it's something, I guess. It could have been worse, I suppose, but still, that kind of sucks.
You said you had thoughts?
Yeah, so I like the, and I won't go into too many details saying this. I like the idea and all the stuff that's going on in the one that was the false dawn. I was like, okay, that's going to be interesting. And obviously, since it's got cold stuff, I enjoy the frozen one. I'll just say the frozen one. I'm gonna have to read through the wait, is it the first one with the was it? Yeah, the legacy one of that person with the darkness and the vampires and stuff. I have to read through that a little more closely again. And what was there was one more in here. Oh yeah, this one, because I think, does this one have the one I was looking at? Does it have the Smiler in it? The chains one?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, oh no. This is totally Crescent's favorite one. She'll love it.
Definitely the one she'll love the most.
She'll be horrified. But yeah, those are cool. I'll throw some thoughts to you on the whole thing that I was thinking about at some point when I get time here, of the thing on the Umbral Atoll, to get your thoughts on it. But I like the fact that you broke them into books.
Yep. I've been telling folks I got essentially a 3-year plan of releases I want to do. So the adventures will be broken up into segments, and then we'll have a few setting and core books in between them.
Nice. And you mentioned like the trinkets are going into a different book, right?
Yeah, they're going to go into, so you'll probably notice the original core set doesn't have like a keeper's guide, like a DM's guide.
Right.
So the stuff that would go in that, or would have been in that, so I'll be doing a keeper's tome, and that'll come a little bit later. It'll have more advanced rules, talk more about things like economy and like optional rules and things like that.
Okay, cool.
So the trinkets will be in that.
Excellent. There was something else that popped into my head too when I was thinking about that. It was the crud. I don't remember what it was. There was another idea that I had in my head. I'll try and find it again. I was looking at it because I took notes on my phone at one point, and I can't find them right now. That's the problem with me taking notes on my phone. I'll never find them again. Well. I'll find it at some point and remember it, or it'll pop up in my brain at some point and just jump out like a possum.
We can certainly hope so. I hate it when I have a good thought and then I fail to write it down, and then I just never can remember it again, and I'm like, man, I know it was something good, and it's forever lost.
That's why I keep these little notebooks with me everywhere, because I write stuff down in them all the time, and I'll come back. Sometimes it's a little later. I'm like, oh yeah, that was 2 years ago. Oops. And yes, Crescent the Smiler. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so definitely got the only thing that might change on that list I sent you is I did a little bit of thinking. I might condense them down into. I had them originally planned as 6-book series. I might condense them down to a 3-book series each, but.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, yeah, it's tough because when you look at, I know that the Savage Pathfinder stuff, they do books like that, kind of, don't they? It's just sometimes in the middle portions or right after the middle portions, from what I've been told by people, and I think JJ echoed this too. You kind of feel this loss, like where were we in the story? Yeah,
some of them are better than others. Like Crimson Throne has a pretty good. The story stays pretty consistent the whole way through, which is kind of nice.
That's good.
Some others, they go all over the place. Like, it's like they're like, well, we need some filler for the middle, and so they just like came up with some bullshit so they could have 2 books extra in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's there's that problem, and then also it's just until we're able to really scale up and stuff. I don't know if I like the idea of just one essential story basically coming out a year, because it'd be an adventure every 2 months essentially. So I think I'd almost rather just have 2 3-book stories, so they're getting 2 actual completely different stories in a year.
Yeah, especially at the beginning too, with people starting out, you'd want stuff that people could say, "Hey, this is from, this will take you this far in your adventure path or your leveling path, and this could take you farther." And let them have a choice of genre and whatnot, rather than being like, "Well, these are all high-level adventures. Good luck."
Yeah. And then once we've scaled up a little bit, we can start maybe doing some longer series alongside some high-level content or something. But
Yeah, I'm curious because there are a lot of people, and I'll bug you about this. Maybe we'll talk about this on Wednesday. Like, if you have some philosophy that you'd want to share with, because so many people have such a disdain for early levels in role-playing games. They're like, "Don't ever start a game at below 5th level. There's no point." I'm like, well, sure there is if you're playing characters, because they focus so heavily on mechanics. They don't realize the amount of role-playing and fun that they could have as a low-level character. They're like, "Nope, that's not fun. We're heroes."
yeah, there's a handful of people that are like that. 2 people I can tell you I know that are like that. Keaton's like that, and Epic Mike is like that. They hate every time I start a campaign. Do we have to start at level 1? I'm like, yeah, guys, we're starting at level 1. But the problem is, well, there's kind of 2 problems, honestly. The first is, especially when you're playing online, you're going to get a lot of people who it's their first time or only like their second, maybe 3rd campaign, and they've never even touched high-level content before. So it's hard to find a full group of veteran players that are all going to be ready for like, "Hey guys, we're starting at level 10," and they know exactly how to play a class at that level with all those tools under their belt. And then, crafting a story that makes sense coming in as a level 10 powerful character is also like, okay, level 10 is a high level of power. You've been doing a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So what story starting, and why is your character being called, and that sort of thing is something you got to really figure out. Like, what power level of threat of a story are we writing here?
Yeah.
Whereas if you do something a little.
Go for it.
Yeah, if you write something that's just intended to be like level 1 up to 20, then it's a little different. You've kind of earned your level. You've got a backstory and whatever. It can be done for sure, but it's just there's not. And I understand to a degree why like Wizards of the Coast doesn't. It's frustrating because people want to play high level content. I want to play high level content, but I understand why Wizards of the Coast doesn't, because it's not going to sell as much by default.
Yep. Exactly.
Because not as many people have characters that level. It's very rare people get characters that are that level, because campaigns. I've had, I think, like 2 groups in my entire lifetime that have made it past level 15 in anything, and that's pretty amazing. That's a huge investment. That's several 2 or 3 years of campaigning.
It takes dedication to those characters.
Yeah, and then most people have never played at that high level, so when you start at that level, they're coming in pretty inexperienced, fighting really powerful monsters. So those books don't tend to get bought as much. Every time, even Paizo's attempted to make high-level campaigns, and they never sell as well as their low-level campaigns. So financially, I know why they do it.
Yep. Even when Dungeon magazine and Dragon magazine back in the day, when they put out adventures, they stayed away from a lot of those high-level things because people were like, well, I made the character, but then I played it, and then I just threw him away. I was like, oh, yeah, that's not very fun, is it? Way better to have something good. And at low level, you have to either, as the DM, you have to really engage with them and make sure they know, hey, you're going on an adventure like Bilbo and Frodo. You don't know a lot yet. And a lot of people don't really, honestly, and I'll say this, and this is probably an insult to a lot of people, don't know how to play a character that doesn't know a whole bunch of stuff or isn't an expert at stuff. Because they're like, well, my guy's fantastic at archery or whatever. And I was like, well, my guy wants to be an archer. He's not good at it yet, but he could grow into it. So
he's better than the average commoner, but he's still not Legolas. You know?
Exactly. And people want to be that crazy hero. I'm like, well, you'll get there. Just patience.
That's the other thing about high-level campaigns. They're not the same as low-level campaigns structurally either. One, your characters presumably have been around, so they should know a lot of stuff. So you got to fill the players in with a ton of backstory and knowledge that they probably normally would have had starting out and just learn themselves. And then the other side, higher-level campaigns, when you get into a high-level campaign, you're talking like epic-level threats, world-ending threats on the regular. That are going to span, like, you're probably running kingdoms or some sort of like manager, kingdom management or organization management in the campaign. You're defending kingdoms. You're probably not doing as much dungeon crawling, and if you are, it's going to be like planar hopping dungeon crawling where the threats are many. And if you've ever played, and most people haven't, if you've ever played high level play, the turns are really long.
Yep, it depends on the system, really but generally you're going to run into that stuff unless you're doing a storyteller system. Then you can have faster turns, but then you're doing more role playing doing kind of cinematic fight scenes, and those are hard to do in a very mechanics based thing, because the instant you say, "Ooh, the guy leaps over this thing and does something," people are like, "Well, wait. That totally invalidates his cover." So then they're like, in this moment when he's exposed, we're going to use this ability. I'm like, well, okay. The point was to make it cinematic, not to try and provide you for like the arrow or the hole in his armor where you shoot the arrow like Bard. It was supposed to be cinematic. But yeah, some people love mechanics. Some people love it.
One thing I do like about Savage Worlds versus the D20 systems. I know I'm making a D20 system, but Savage Worlds, you never really, because you always have 3 hit points, essentially 3 wounds, and the same amount of actions each turn, and your powers are decided by a rank. There's only like 5 tiers of powers that you can pick out of. Well, I guess 4, because they don't really have, no, 5 because legendary. At the end of the day, the turns actually are shorter compared to high level and D20, where you've got like 1,000 spells and spell slots and actions and reactions, and oh hey, I also got extra attack times 5, and all of this bullshit. The turns just take, especially spellcasters, takes forever at high levels. I've ran a few level 21 shots. The turns are long. They are long.
Yeah, well, especially if somebody doesn't know.
You just have the patience for it.
I was saying, especially if somebody doesn't know how to play the character 100%, because they didn't have 20 levels of playing it. They have a character that they're getting, and they're like, okay, wait, what were my traits? Oh, wait, what were my feats? And which ones were my abilities from my character class? Which was my background? Can I do that every round? Oh, no, it's once per long rest. Oh, I don't want to waste it. Let me look at my other abilities. I'm like, sigh. If you had played it for 20 levels, you'd know.
You get more accustomed to it, because when you get about level 10, you got a lot of shit all at once. You got feats, you got abilities from your class, you got new spells, probably got a bunch of crazy equipment, and it's all different, and you got to know all of it. There's little nuances, and the bad guys have that shit too.
Yep.
So it's a lot. But all right, I've made it to the gate of my federal building, so I've got to go do my Fed work now. But I will leave you to what you're doing.
All right, well then I will talk to you later. Enjoy your burger or burgers, and I will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. And boom, just like that, we're out of voice contact. And Chrysanth never jumped in to make fun of him, so she missed her chance. I don't know. She just totally missed her chance. By the way, I don't know how long I'm going tonight. I'm going to do a little bit more work. I want to get to the end of this part, so a little bit longer at least. I don't have a cutoff time here since we have nothing else going on, but once all of you fall asleep to the sound of my voice, then I'll probably stop. No, I'm kidding. You heard the Discord disconnect sound? Yeah, it is complicated. It's a little crazy, and when you have people who started at a low level, they really learn their character well, and they start figuring out all the abilities. They realize, I don't use this power. I'm not going to use it very often. It's out of their mind. They've learned that's a specific power I use in a certain circumstance. Now, my friends and I started the Vecna campaign, and we all started with 10th level characters. And since there are only a few of us in it, we were each running 2 characters. So you're suddenly handed 2 10th level characters with myriad abilities and scores, all these crazy things, and a certain number of magic items. And now they have that new Bastion stuff. So you have Bastion turns. It's a lot to jump into and just do. Even if you know the classes and you've been playing forever, because they do change stuff, you will be confronted by like, what? Did I use that ability? Wait, how many times did I use it? Oh, I used it 3 times. I can only use it 3. Oh, wait, no, we leveled up. So now I can use it 4 times before a rest because my proficiency bonus went up. So I have another use of it. And I tell you, even with really experienced players who have been playing forever, you can have some long turns. Luckily, I mean, we're just playing together and we're not televised. We're not on a stream, so it's not as big a deal, but it can still take a while. Once they have to deal with the wildlife in their lands. Which they contend with? No, which they only encounter on their pilgrimages. All right. Because what I have right now is, since they're in the realm or this land of Eshvara, they tend to hang out in the southern part here. They stay kind of away from the elven, the river. The elves mostly stay on their side, and these guys stay on their side. But the elves kind of loosely claim all these woods. So these guys stick to this central area and this lower part because they want to be close to their ancestral homeland, and they have ways through. They can go in there, and they have pilgrimages and coming-of-age trials, and they send their young in there to go do things. But it's an incredibly dangerous place. And like I said, not all of them come back. So they have all kinds of fun. Oh, look, chunks. Chunks of hot sauce. Yeah, that's gonna burn. I'm just trying to finish this coffee off because it's getting a little cool. That's some chunky residue. Yay! There we go. The dregs of the hot sauce and the coffee. Now my nose shall start sniffling. In fact, I'm going to do this really quickly because it will start sniffling. There. You've had to heat everything on the stove. Well, if only you had a micro... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Do you have a tea kettle? If so, be careful with it. I hear they're prone to burning. Alright, what are my cats doing? I heard a beep. Huh, okay. Whew, that's like along my jawline. It's just hot. Ah. All right, views on magic. Ha! That's my dad's fault. He cracked the joke. It would suck if your microwave broke 3 days later. It broke. You uncovered your left ear at your microwave, didn't you, Crescent? Did you? Did you? You should use Crescent's DMs for story notes. Hey, there you go. It was Pop's fault. Oh my gosh. Blame your ear, little one. Nice. We'll go use of it by their practitioners. There we go. All right, well, we got through all the basics of the Eshvarans. All right, so we've got the lizard folk. We've got people in Solinger. We've got Fryland, Caustic Strand. I didn't do anything about Lost Valar because it's not there. We're going to do the Azure Kingdom. We got Agrium, and we got Hiru. So we'll go Azure Kingdom next. See, I'm sniffing. Oh, I think I did this wrong. I think I did this backward. I did. Well, we're going to copy that. Yeah, I think I flipped this in the middle of all these things. Oops. My ear is innocent. Good luck finding any of your notes in the mess of our DMs. The only reason your ears are not pierced is because they have powers of their own. That, and I'm a stubborn piece of work. Well, that's one way to put it, right? The good way to characterize yourself. A stubborn piece of work. All right, the kingdom name is in the quotes. All right, that's what I did differently. I'll probably switch these around because I think the other way of doing it is better. All right, Teshvara. What did I call these people? Let me go find what I actually called them. I called them a name. I don't know what I called them actually. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Go back. All right, we want to clear that out. All right. Navigation. We want headings. Okay, we'll get out of there. Where is it? That's the story. The Umbral Toe, Seven's Fall, the Edric Kingdom. What I'm looking for. Azarian. Okay. And we'll go back down to the end of the document here. You be nice. Think of the will. Think of the will. Think of the will. Piece of work or pierce of work? Oh. You had more coffee, didn't you? No tattoos or she's out of the will. Oops, I mean, what tattoo? There's no tattoo. Late night streams are so fun. They're full of craziness. All right. I need to look up a word because I don't know if I'm using that right. I looked over on my... Why do I see pictures of crunch wraps? That's because I looked up crunch wraps. Okay. Boom. And why is that not loading? Okay. Mute the tab. All right. There we go, western end of the Goblins. Chrysanth, we can get you a temporary tattoo. I think they cost like $5 on Amazon. Somebody woke up there. And now they're back, and then they'll race that way. Maybe if I'm lucky, they'll race upstairs to the second floor of the house. Oh, what did I just... Oh, there we go. I moved it. All right. Forgot I wasn't supposed to say anything. Only if the tattoo is a tartan. An elephant? Sorry, when you said elephant, I immediately went to Fletch. And the part where he's talking to the doc. And he's like, Babar? You mean like the child in the elephant's books? It's like, Do. Yeah, Tantor is all right, I can close that window. Where's my thesaurus here? Consociate. Tantor was in Tarzan? Or is it Edgar Rice Burroughs? Or wait, maybe I don't remember now. That sounds either Jungle Book or Tarzan. I think it might be Tarzan. Because I for some reason I kind of remember that that's what they call them, Tantor. All right, so I think since I got to this part here, I think I might be calling it an evening here shortly. I'll do this so I don't I don't have too many sniffles. Because I'm going to be getting up for work in about 5.5 hours, so I should probably go do some other stuff first. But I think what we'll do here is I will say thank you all for coming along here. Now that Erudai has gotten himself a burger, Croissant is face palming yet again. We've all done our job. And we got a whole bunch of work done on the lizard folk. We got work done on the dwarves. We got work done on the elves. And I'm now down into the Azure Kingdom. Then that means I've gotten a good amount of stuff done here. Yay. So I am going to get the heck out of here. You will find me tomorrow, 5 to 7, doing the same thing on the same set of channels. And then on Thursday, I'll be doing the same thing. But Wednesday night, after Wednesday After Dark, I will be on, I think it's this week, I will be on with Erudai, at least for part of his stream, depending on how late I go, while he's doing lore writing and characters and creatures and all the kinds of stuff that he does on his channel. And definitely no tattoo, never heard or saw a tattoo, don't even know why I said that. You're welcome, Pap. Thank you very much for coming along and helping us make sure that a certain flower is face palming. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Like I said, Tuesday and Thursday for me. Wednesday night, I'll be hanging out with Erudai on his channel, or the same channel on his stream, is what I meant to say. And yeah, you'll find me on other things in my links there. So I'm going to get out of here. I will talk to you all later. Have a great night, and stay safe. Stay out of the ice. Stay out of the snow. Stop hurting your knees and find yourself a waffle. I'll talk to you later.